Okay, good evening, everyone. I am Carly Isbell, the host of the Coach DeBesse Show. We thank you all so much for being here tonight. I'd like to go ahead and give a big round of applause to Look Cinemas for hosting us tonight. It was a great game last week, Coach. Congratulations on that win. What did you see on offense that attributed to an offensive explosion of 71 points?
Well, I think it was a little bit of continuation of what we saw against Arlington Heights. Started with our offensive line. They did a great job of reestablishing the line of scrimmage, created explosive plays for us. Our offense, again, fed off of our defense. Two, obviously, pick sixes in the first quarter. You never dream of something like that happen, but what it does for the rest of the football team is phenomenal. And so, I don't know, we only had 25 plays offensively. So what we saw was pretty good execution overall, and the good thing was on both sides of the ball and special teams, a lot of kids got a chance to play, and that was really fun on senior night.
Yes, it was senior night last week, if any of you didn't know. What did you tell your seniors before and after the game, and were there any tears shed?
Well, I didn't see any tears shed. I did see some tears well up, but I think we were fortunate in that there was not a finality to our senior night, because we knew we've got, we at least have this week to line up and play again. But I did hear several of them making comments about, I can't believe it. I can't believe it's gone by this fast. I can't believe this night is here. It does hit you a little bit, and it hit me when they were walking across the field, and I was, hugging them and telling them I love them, and it's an emotional time. I mean, it's a rite of passage, and at least the game made for a memorable night, hopefully for our seniors.
You started to put in a lot of backup players on Thursday's game. Did everyone on the team get a chance to play?
Everybody who was available got a chance to play. Everybody got a chance to play. So a lot of smiles in the locker room. Everybody felt like they they contributed, which they did, and that's always fun to see as a coach.
Well, let's get started with the DNA player, shall we? Thank you, Coach. First up, we have Darion Burns and Colby Eckert. Good evening, gentlemen. Darion, we're going to start with you, if that's okay. You had 7 tackles last week. What was the celebration like after the senior night win?
I would say it was pretty turnt in the locker room because all the seniors got to play, and like what Coach DeBesse said, everyone got to contribute to the win, and that just kept the vibe up there.
That's good. Colby, you played both sides of the ball on Thursday, and you were hurt, I heard. Was it difficult to keep up, or were you comfortable with the positions you had to play?
Playing both sides of the ball, I felt more confident on offense than I did defense. I had to rely on my coaching when I stepped in on defense, but shoulder feels good, so
Good.
Be ready for this week.
Exactly. It's first week of playoffs, so exciting. So why do y'all think y'all earned the Compete Award this week?
Personal growth throughout the whole season. Even my coach could tell, I just been working every game, doing my best I can, and putting it all out there on the field.
Amazing. Colby?
I really think that I earned this through practice the week before, preparing, playing both sides during practice. So I just worked hard.
And it was a shorter week last week, too.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Well, thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Congratulations. Next up, we have Julian Contreras. Julian, big game for you on Thursday. You scored 2 touchdowns last week. How does it feel knowing you made such big contributions to the game?
It feels great. I'm just so excited that we won and we can put that many points on the board. And I can contribute to keep scoring like that too.
It was a lot. It was really good. What do you want to be when you grow up, and why?
I want to be a football player, but if that doesn't work out, either a trainer or a personal trainer.
Okay, I like that. And you're only in your junior year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you still have next year to just even get better.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Why do you think you earned the Tough Award this week?
Like early in the very first play on offense during the second half, I took the ball and I fumbled, but next play, next offensive drive, I scored. But before that, like I'm just excited. My teammates covered around me and helped me get back.
Yep, that brotherhood, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Next up, we have Leighton Towery and Will Matheny. Will, we're going to start with you if that's okay. You scored a 40-yard touchdown on the play called by a 13-year-old Gray Powers, who got to be the coach for the day, if y'all didn't know. Can you walk us through that play?
Well, I think it was scatter right 21 naked or something that sort. But I saw the corner. He had eyes inside, so I was pretty confident on that go route. And I stuck my hand out, and thankfully Hack saw me, so got a nice touchdown on that play.
Did you give Gray a hug after the game or anything?
Yeah, we took a photo and everything.
Good. Leighton, your brother Cooper, who is also on the team, still has 2 more years left as a Mustang. Are you going to be coming to the games next year and his senior year to support him and whatnot?
Most likely not at all.
You got me there.
I'm pursuing going to a military academy
Wow.
in New York.
That's amazing.
So if that works out, then I won't get a lot of time home. But if I'm home when they have a game, then absolutely.
Well, I'm sure he's learned a lot from you. He's been on the same team as you, so that's amazing. You both won this award 4 weeks ago, actually. Why do you think you earned the Discipline Award again this week?
Well, I think it's just having to do with continuing to pursue what the coaches are asking us to do, and then finally getting rewarded for it, like personally with the touchdown. I mean, that was my first of the year, so yeah.
Leighton?
I think it was a continuation of that, and also diving in this past week and continuing to prepare like it's any other opponent.
Well, good luck this week with the first week of playoffs. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Bryson Davis. Hi, Bryson.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. You're the only return this week, and it's your 3rd week in a row up here. You scored there we go. You scored a touchdown on a pick 6. Coach mentioned that earlier. What did Thursday's win mean to you as a senior?
I mean, it was one of our last times playing in the stadium, so it's kind of like depressing, so to speak. But we got another game this week, so it'll be fine.
But did you get a little emotional though on Thursday?
Whenever I walked like with my family, yeah.
Of course. What do you like to do off the field though? Do you want to share some hobbies of yours?
I don't really do anything, honestly. I just go home.
You can just say what Bradley Sanier said and just said sleep.
Yeah, I just sleep.
Just sleep. Okay. Why do you think you earned the Fight Award this week?
Pushing myself as hard as I could during the game and during practice that week, and just continuing to play my hardest.
Of course. Well, you did great on Thursday. Thank you so much for joining me, and good luck this week.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Ethan Rudolph. Hi, Ethan. Nice to see you.
Hi.
You've started as center all season. Do you think you'll stick with this position next year, too?
Of course I'm going to play wherever they need me, but I do see myself playing center because I really got it under my belt, and I like the position, too. I like all my boys on O-line, too.
Nice, nice. What is your favorite subject in school, and who is your favorite teacher at Grapevine?
My favorite subject is probably math
Okay, someone said that like 2 weeks ago, and I just looked at them like I think it was Bradley too, actually. So why is it math
because it clicks for me. I know it doesn't for some people,
for some people?
but I like that I can have one answer. I don't like to dispute, and I just do my little packet.
It's a
Don't
pretty
tell
good
me what it
reason.
is.
It's kind of satisfying though, like how it
Right.
just all. Yep, I get it. But who's your favorite teacher at Grapevine?
Does it have to be current?
No, I don't think so.
Last year, my chemistry teacher, Mr. Cooper,
Okay.
I despised chemistry. It was one of the hardest classes I've ever taken.
I agree.
But I really liked him because I thought he was a good teacher. Even though I hated that class. Like, he really taught it well though, and he didn't play either. I would wanted to be a good kid in that class because I liked him.
That's good. But he's just not at Grapevine anymore.
No, he's still here.
Okay.
I don't have him currently.
Oh, right now I see. Well, why do you think you earned the Attitude Award this week?
I think it's because I show up, I work hard, and I don't complain.
That's the perfect attitude. Yeah, that's great. Good one, Coach. Thank you so much for joining me. Last but not least, we have Cooper Towery. Hi, Cooper.
Hello.
You also scored a touchdown on a pick six on Thursday's game. Can you walk us through that play for us?
So in practice, we are always taught to sink inside of two and protect the hook on the hash, and it just clicked in the game.
Well, it worked.
Ma'am.
You've earned the family award this week. Are you going to miss having your brother Leighton on the team with you?
Of course.
Yeah. Do you think he's been a really good supporter so far?
Yes, ma'am. In the past year, me and him have trained together, practiced together, everything together.
That's very sweet. I love that. So why do you think you earned the family award this week?
Probably just encouraging my other teammates, on and off the field.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, good luck this week with the first week of playoffs. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for joining me.
Let me just say before we get started with the highlights, there's some pretty neat stories up here with these DNA award winners. I don't mind telling because I told the team last week. Ethan Rudolph was replaced last week when we played Arlington Heights. He was replaced because of the style of defense that they played. There was always somebody on the center. We felt like we needed somebody a little bit bigger in there to prevent penetration, and so we could get the play started. So we moved Hunter Cottle in there, and Ethan never broke stride. He never hung his head. He was the best supporter that the offensive line had, and he ended up coming back this week and playing his best game of the year, and that says a lot about his character. Colby Eckert's another guy that's kind of been, behind the scenes, hasn't got as much of a chance as some of the other guys that positions that he plays with. He's always done a great job on special teams, sometimes things that people don't see. The last couple of weeks he's played a lot more on offense, and he was pressed into duty on defense. He's a guy that we've been playing crossover and training all year long. So we desperately needed him the other night, and we're going to need him this Thursday night too. So I'm proud of Colby as well. And the last one that I'll talk about is, Leighton Towery got the discipline award this week because Coach Branscombe said that he played his most disciplined game of the year. So you think about 9 games into the season, a senior plays his most disciplined game of the year. So what that shows you is no matter what time of the year, no matter how old you are, no matter how experienced you are, you can always get better. And that's a tribute to the work that Leighton puts in on and off the field. So I appreciate that. All right. And I love the rest of you guys too, but those were 3 guys to pick out. All right.
Special DNA players.
Here we go. All right, so first play of the game. Actually, first play of the game, first offensive play of the game for them. And this was a sign of things to come. You can see the penetration here by Stanier by Layton from the right-hand side. Devin Thomas creating havoc in there. All of our guys, Tatum Evans on the top. So that was just a sign of things to come right there. Trimble Tech obviously was struggling coming in, but like I told the kids, nothing comes easy in football. Nothing comes easy in football. There was a lot of hard work that went into having such a fast start and taking control of the game like we did. All right, here's Bryson's moment in the sun right here. This is the first series of the game, 3rd and 10, long yardage. Worked a lot of sprint out this week, and there he is. What is that about? A 6-inch vertical jump right there. Go up and get that thing. And then he does a great job of going all the way across the field and gets it in the end zone. And that's a great thrill for any defender, but it's a great thrill for a football team to see a defensive guy score a touchdown. So great way to start it. We had not had an offensive snap yet, and we're already up 7-0. Yeah, about 8 inches probably. Good job, a little broken tackle there. Little help from Darion. There we go. All right, great job. All right, this was the result of our first drive right here. And again, I put this on here. DeMontrez does a nice job. Connor Bell did a nice job all night long of running Julian. But look at the movement, the offensive line. Watch the left side of the offensive line. Look at the wall form right there. So DeMontrez does a good job of pressing it. But what a fantastic job by our tight ends and our offensive line there creating movement. Okay, look at the right side. Look at Bergen and Hunter on the right side. Good read by Hack. Okay, so it's 14-0 just like that. All right, we come back and we run a little counter play. This is not something that we've done a lot of during the course of the year. Okay, but again, I want to show you from the end zone right here. Good movement on the right side between Bergen and Hunter. Good job by Ethan inside, taking that nose guard and just stoning him right there. But look at the wall that's formed. And then a really, really tight turn by Brady Wagner right there. Good kick out by, I believe, Daniel Campos. Let's see, is that Daniel? Nope, that's Hunter. Okay, that's Hunter on the kick out. And then Brady leading up inside. Good run by DeMontrez, which is going to set up another touchdown here by Connor Bell on a power play. Again, not untouched, but well, it might have been untouched. There's nobody there. Okay, so once again, that's Brady at the point of attack. It's Hunter on the pull, and then look at the movement on the right side of the line to create an opening. So again, we've played tougher folks. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say that Trimble Tech was the best we played, but it still comes down to execution on the part of the Mustangs, offensively, defensively, and special teams. Our kids were ready to play, and I give them a lot of credit for how they got themselves ready to play. In a ball game where they had three really tough ball games in a row. All right, here's the play call by Gray. This is actually 22 naked. It is scatter right. And there's Will Matheny going down. Okay, watch the corner. See the corner settle right there, thinking that we've given the ball. All right. And then I asked Will, how long did that ball hang in the air? How long did it seem like it hung in the air? Forever. Okay, great job. Great job. Okay, and Will, that's a great reward for Will for a lot of unselfishness throughout the course of the year. What's really good to see about our offense, we seem to be getting a little bit better as the year goes on. We're definitely developing more confidence and a little bit of an identity. Okay, I believe this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is Devin Thomas, who is actually here not as a football player tonight, but as a wrestler. But here's Devin on a little game. See, he's got a little twist done in there. Okay. Trimble Tech doesn't pick it up, and there he is. It's like a wrestling takedown right there. Another running play right here. They averaged 2.6 per rush. We averaged right at 10 yards per rush. I believe this is the Towery boys, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm right on that. I know that's Layton, and I believe that's Cooper right there, putting the squeeze on that running back right there. But again, a lot of hard work. on the part of the guys up front. And here comes the next pick six. Cooper did a great job of explaining, what did you say? Get under number 2? Out under number 2, whatever you say, whatever y'all coach over there, okay? And all of a sudden, there it is in his hands. Okay, now let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. Who looks faster, Bryson or Cooper? 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 I think Bryson even said Cooper. I tell you what, the bottom line is they were both fast enough, weren't they? They were both fast enough. That's all that counts. That's all that matters. That's a great thrill, great thrill. The best news about Cooper is we got him for 2 more years. 2 more years. All right, this is Brody Henderson, okay? Brody Henderson was pressed into duty the other night because Maddox Stanley was out. One thing Brody Henderson will do, he will knock the dog out of you, okay? That's a big hit right there. He's got the physical part going for him. The mental part is coming. When he gets them both together, he's going to be scary. So that was a big hit on his part. And now we come back with the very next offensive play. Okay, so we had the touchdown to Will Matheny. We had the pick six by Coop. This is the next offensive play, okay? And this is just a quick throw out here to Darius Burns. This is Rondell Carradine out in front blocking. Okay, that's a little dude, little fast dude out there blocking. That's an unselfish play for a teammate. Okay, Darius breaks the tackle. Watch how fast he looks. Does he look as fast on the big screen as he does on the small screen? Yeah. I mean, that's moving, folks. That is moving. DeMontrez Dunn is moving down here. Will's moving down here. Ryan Knight trying to move down here. Great job by Hack getting it out, recognizing that we had an advantage from a number standpoint and from a space standpoint. Good job by Rondell. I tell you who's moving is that official. Look at that official. Rudy's moving. Look at Rudy. Look at 51 down here. That's awesome to see. All right, another running play. Again, you're not going to see a whole lot. Okay, this is a great job by Major Hecht. Okay, great job of squeezing it, recognizing it. That's why he's there. Okay, he's there for the quarterback on the zone read. Great job of squeezing it. Okay, Leighton bounces back out and helps out. Just not a whole lot of room. Not a whole lot of room. That's 2 weeks in a row, really. Our defense has done a really good job of not giving a lot of space in the running game. Same thing here on the zone read. Here's Leighton coming off the edge, forcing it back inside, and this is Bradley Stanier knocking the dog out of him here. This is actually the head coach of Trimble Tech. This is actually his son. The quarterback is his son. He's a tough dude. And I'm telling you, I told you last week, the coach at Trimble Tech is doing a great job. He's doing the right things. His kids fought to the bitter end. All right, you don't see this very often. I think this was after the touchdown. Maybe it was halftime. I can't remember. But anyway, they kick off, and they try an onside kick, and the ball takes a heck of a bounce for the Mustangs, and there's Mason Tatum right there. Makes a heads-up play. Nothing says you have to recover it. He recovered it, but then he kept running. Okay? Set up the offense in great position again. The defense and our special teams did a great job of setting our offense up with a lot of short fields the other night, which usually result in touchdowns. Here's Julian Contreras bouncing back from a little bit of hardship, a little bit of adversity. He was surrounded by love by his teammates, and he comes back and pops a big touchdown. Really proud of Julian hitting it like he did, okay? At this point, we've got some substitutes in, and so it's good to see these guys having success. Alex Simon right there at the tight end position. I believe we still got the one offensive line. We got both backs. And we've got Prince Charming at quarterback, Hale Thompson. All right. Let's go to the end zone on this one. This is another run. Okay, I want you to watch. This is Luke Gormley. This is another young guy, okay? So we talked about Brody Henderson. Cooper Towery's a young guy. Julian's a young guy. Watch Luke Gormley right here react, bounce outside, and make a tackle on the quarterback in space. That's a pretty athletic move right by there. Pretty athletic move right there, okay? This is another young guy, Jaime Sanchez. Okay? It's a power play again. Here's Bergen on the pull. Alex on the kick out. Okay? And there goes Jaime finding the edge. Julian going to support his teammate right there. Good to see everybody working hard. Okay? So Jaime came in and did a nice job at giving DeMontrez and Connor a little bit of a break once we got the lead. But again, the offensive line all night long did a fantastic job of opening things up. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and move ahead to this one. Another one on Brody Henderson right here. Okay, Brody's job is to set the edge and force everything back inside. Watch how physical he is on this blocker down here. Okay, physical, and he ends up being in on the play. Okay, Harrison Bargy in there getting some work. Okay, and that's also Michael Utorka in on the play right there too. So there's three young guys that you'll see a lot of in the future. Okay, this rush is kind of features Adam Burns. Okay, Adam Burns is the kid coming from the left side of the screen. You can see number 45 getting off of 62's block right there. He's a really a kid that's got a lot of length. He's just a sophomore. Okay, so you'll see a lot of him as well. All right, nice job there. And then the last play I believe we got is Julian's crowning moment right here from 58 yards. Nice job of making the free safety miss. Good job of pressing it. Nice job of making free safety miss, and then he's off to the races. Great feeling right there. And the team was some kind of fired up for him, I can promise you that. Okay? Josiah Vasquez in there. I believe Andrew Edwards might have been in there too. Nathaniel Davis. So a lot of kids got to play. A lot of kids contributed. And it was a great celebration afterwards. So fired up for these guys.
Thank you, Coach. Okay, our special guest this week is Coach Martin and the wrestling team.
We always need the big guy in the back.
Well, good evening. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Can you please introduce yourself and who you've brought with you tonight?
Well, thanks for inviting us. I am Coach Martin. This is Casey, Kevin Contreras, Zach, the Joker Esses, Devin, Debo Thomas.
We're familiar with Devin. So, did you wrestle when you were in high school, college, etc.?
Yes. Wrestled all through high school, went on a athletic scholarship to the University of Central Oklahoma and wrestled there.
Wow, what a history. Do you have, or can you walk us through your practices and how often you have them?
Our practices are very intense and long in their eyes. We go about 2 hours. It's a lot of drilling, a lot of doing things. I mean, like in football, you practice plays. We practice moves, and we do them thousands upon thousands upon thousands of times. We want to do it to where we don't even think. We just do it.
Do it. Yeah. That sounds like a lot of hard work, gentlemen. Do you mind if I talk to your wrestlers?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Would you like to say your name again and the grade that you're in?
I'm Kevin Contreras, and I'm a senior.
Senior. Okay. Are you going to be pursuing wrestling in college?
I hope so.
You hope so?
Yeah.
That's very exciting. Would you like to introduce yourself and what grade you're in?
I'm Zach. What was the second part of the question again?
Oh, just what grade you're in.
I'm a senior too.
Senior also. Perfect. All around seniors. So what is your favorite part about being on the wrestling team?
Probably just like the brothership and friendship that the team brings.
Mm-hmm. Were you on the wrestling team all 4 years?
Yes.
Very nice. Devin, how are you tonight?
I'm good.
Good.
I think my favorite part of wrestling is all the running. I can almost see my six-pack. Yeah, during wrestling season, it's almost coming there. So
Almost.
yeah, that's a good part of wrestling.
Good one. I'm going to put you on the spot real quick. Do you prefer football or wrestling?
Football.
Okay. There was no
1000%.
hesitation with that. Sorry, Coach Martin. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. Devin, good luck this week with playoffs. Thank you so much. And good luck with y'all's tournament this weekend, actually. You said y'all had a tournament? Yes. You can talk about it a little bit if you want.
Yeah, we open this weekend at Timber Creek in Keller, and we're excited. We're ready to go, and we're missing some guys. Don't want football to end their season anytime soon, but we need those guys when they get out. So, but yeah, we're ready to go, and we'll see how we do.
Well, good luck. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Coach Martin also serves as the Director of Facility Use for Grapevine Colleyville Independent School District, correct? So how many different facilities do you have to facilitate? 17 campuses and all the athletic facilities. So this man is busy, incredibly busy. And finds time to coach the wrestling team too. And we do have several football players that are wrestlers. And wrestling is a great sport for football players because it teaches not only toughness, teaches body control, technique, as far as, there's a lot of things in wrestling that can kind of carry over to football as well. So we're fired up with the partnership we have with Coach Martin and the wrestling team.
Thank y'all again for coming tonight. Okay, Coach. The Mustangs will take on the Mavericks this Thursday?
Thursday night, 7
Okay, that's what I thought. Just making sure. I'm so sorry. How do you feel about playing a team that you've never played before?
I feel great because it's the first round of the playoffs. So it really doesn't matter who we play. It's just the fact that we're still playing and we still get a chance to line up again, with each other and do it at least one more time. The thing that's interesting about Emerson is they have literally everybody back from last year's team because they had no seniors last year. This is a relatively young school. And so for the first time, they have seniors. So they have a very experienced group coming back. As most people know, if they followed Emerson, they've got some key transfers in. Some rather high-profile transfers in, so it'll make for a real challenge for the Mustangs, but we'll show up.
What will you do differently in terms of preparation for the game, and just with this being the first week of playoffs?
We really aren't doing anything different. We're kind of in a routine right now. We had a Thursday routine last week with the Thursday night game, so we're kind of sticking with that. It has been a little bit challenging in that we're out of our normal time frame routine because of some things going on with the district, professional develop. The kids didn't have school today or tomorrow, so we're having to work around the coach's schedule as far as professional development sessions that they have to go through the district and through the school. So we practice at 9, well actually about 10:30 this morning, and we'll practice at about 2 tomorrow afternoon. So that's a little bit different for us, but they did a great job handling it this morning, and we'll be ready to go.
Well, good luck this week, gentlemen. Last question. Do you have any pets? How many, and what are they?
I have a little dog, or we have a little dog. Janet and I have a little dog named Maddie.
What kind of dog is she?
Golly, man. Multi-poo. I think that's how you say
Okay.
it. Multi-poo.
So a small dog.
And I was dead set against getting it. Excuse me. I was dead set against getting her back when we lived in Albuquerque, and I don't know what I'm going to do without her now.
That's always how the dads and just guys in the household are. Yep. You get used to them. You love them.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Let's give another round of applause to Look Cinemas for hosting us. I'd like to go ahead and thank our production team, Davis Burke and Chris Wymore. I'd like to thank the Grapevine Mustang Football Booster Club. And thank you again, Coach Martin and wrestlers, for joining us tonight, taking the time out of your day. I am Carly Isbell, and we will see you this Thursday at Grapevine at 7 against Frisco Emerson. Good night.